Good evening and welcome to tonight's regional news. We begin with a story from Barbados. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade on Wednesday condemned a Level 4 advisory issued by the United States against Barbados, saying it did not provide enough information for travelers to make an informed decision. A statement from the ministry said while it recognizes the responsibility the State Department has to residents and citizens overseas, Barbados does not accept that its national conditions merit the assignment of a Level 4 advisory, customarily reserved for states in the midst of destabilizing conflict or in which American travelers have been targeted for harm. The statement also pointed out the disparity where some countries have Level 3 travel advisories from the State Department and Level 4 from the CDC, noting that they only strengthen the government of Barbados' call for a dispassionate presentation of the facts concerning the public health situation in each country. In Brazil, one of the world's biggest arms traffickers has been recaptured in Brazil, police say, 5 months after he escaped from prison using a fake early release document. João Felipe Barbieri was convicted for being part of a gang that smuggled hundreds of rifles from the U.S. hidden in swimming pool equipment. Barbieri was found at his mother's house in a slum near Rio de Janeiro. He is a stepson of the gang leader, who is known as the Lord of Weapons. The gang was caught in 2017 after a container with 60 military-style rifles it had dispatched from Miami was intercepted at Rio's International Airport. Authorities say the arms were sold to drug traffickers that operate in many of Rio's slums, known as favelas. Barbieri, considered one of the gang's key members, was then convicted of charges including arms trafficking and sentenced to 27 years in jail. But in November 2020, he managed to walk out of a high-security prison in Rio after forging a court document that appeared to order his early release. In Haiti, Catholic institutions, including schools and universities, closed Wednesday across Haiti in a 3-day protest to demand the release of 5 priests, 2 nuns, and 2 other people kidnapped more than a week ago amid a spike in violence that the government is struggling to control. Catholic officials also organized masses to pray for those kidnapped, at least 2 of whom are French, as they tolled the bells at noon at Saint Pierre Church in Pétionville, where hundreds gather to show their support. I quote, "No one is safe. I'm hoping that the people kidnapped will make it out safely," said 65-year-old Margaret Jean-Louis. The April 11 kidnapping of the priests, nuns, and 3 relatives of one of the priests in the capital of Port-au-Prince is one of the most shocking recent abductions in Haiti, which saw a 200% increase in kidnappings last year, according to the United Nations. One of the relatives was released because she was sick, according to a radio interview broadcast on Monday of a man who claimed to be the leader of the kidnap gang. The man, who identified himself as Lanmo Sanjao of the 400 Mawozo gang, told Radio Mega that the French nationals are among the most important hostages. I quote, "If Haiti is like this, it's because of the French," end of quote. Haiti won independence in 1804 from France, which demanded huge indemnity payments. The alleged gang leader said he wants restitution from France and that he would stop feeding the people he kidnapped. He declined to say how much ransom he was seeking. Church officials who organized the shutdown said masses would be held on Wednesday and Thursday, and that on Friday, church bells across Haiti would toll for the victims. And finally, U.S. pharmaceutical company Pfizer says it has identified counterfeit versions of its coronavirus vaccine in Mexico and Poland. The doses were seized by authorities in the 2 countries and confirmed by tests to be fake. In Mexico, they had false labels, while the substance in Poland was believed to be anti-wrinkle treatment, Pfizer said. The World Health Organization, WHO, has warned that fake vaccines pose a serious risk to global public health. It has called for them to be identified and removed from circulation. Poland's health minister on Wednesday stressed that the risk of counterfeit doses appearing in official circulation was practically non-existent. The counterfeit doses were seized by authorities in separate investigations in the two countries. About 80 people at a clinic in Mexico received a fake version of the drug, which appeared to be physically harmless but offered no protection against coronavirus, according to the Wall Street Journal. Mexico's government spokesman on COVID-19, Hugo Lopez-Gatell, said the fake vaccines had been detected by cyber police after being offered on social networks for up to $2,500 a shot. Several people have been arrested. That was all for tonight's regional news. Thank you for joining.